half hour from now, you'll know enough about Cleopatra and the history of dogs to win $10,000 in cash if you were a contestant on Hitman. And now, here's the host of Hitman, Peter Kamarkin.
Thank you, Rodney. Hello, all you hit people, and welcome to Hitman. I guarantee you, by the end of the show, well, you're going to have a fun during the show, and by the end of the show, you're going to be an expert on 2 brand new subjects. But before we get to that, let's meet the folks who are going to actually play our game, and here they are, starting with Barbara.
Hi, Peter. I'm Barbara Maller. I'm originally from Chicago. I've been married for 14 years. I have 2 children. I enjoy gourmet cooking, needle pointing, and knitting.
Did you by chance knit that?
Yes, I did.
That is a beautiful sweater. That is absolutely exquisite.
Thank you.
Would you knit me one?
Sure.
Okay. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
All right, let's meet Billy.
Hi, Peter. My name is Billie Tyler. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I've been out here for about a year and a half, living in Los Angeles. I'm engaged to be married, and my hobby is disco dancing.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations. Good having you with us. And let's meet Kris.
Hi, my name's Kris Kuba. I'm a civil engineer for the city of San Diego, and I'm single, but I'm dating a very handsome policeman.
You have plans to get married?
I do, he doesn't.
Well, hopefully it'll work out for the both of you.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. These are our 3 challengers. Now, 2 of them are going to get a chance to go up against our champion in round 2, but we don't have to wait to meet our champion because here she is, Beverly Greenslade. Hi, Beverly. How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Nervous.
You're a little nervous?
Yeah.
Oh, don't be nervous. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Right. I had fun last time.
I promise you. You
Okay.
did? You'll have fun again, I promise. Now, champ, you'll be watching from off stage. We'll be seeing you in round 2, and we'll be seeing you right after this.
Isn't it amazing? With all these leading washing machine products, there's not one made just for gentle cycle washing. Until now. Introducing Woolite Gentle Cycle Powder. Its blue powder dissolves fast in cold water. It's the only national brand made just for the gentle cycle. Cleans safely without shrinking, stretching, or fading. Clothes stay soft, beautiful. For gentle cycle washing, trust new Woolite Gentle Cycle Powder.
So, we'll get your mother later and go to the movies.
Dad, we forgot the peanut butter. Can we buy Superman peanut butter?
Our brand's fine, honey.
Have you ever tasted Superman peanut butter? Its strength is its great taste.
Mmm, delicious. Smooth and creamy, a real fresh roasted peanut flavor.
It's nutritious, too.
The Good Housekeeping seal. Must be good. It did taste terrific.
Superman peanut butter. Its strength is its great taste.
Let's get on with our show. Now, before we get to any of the questions, we're going to give you all the answers. But all the answers are in the form of a story. And all the questions we ask are going to be based on that story. The story of Cleopatra. What a gal.
Egypt, 50 years before the birth of Christ.
Hey, that sounded good. Let's say it again.
Egypt, 50 years before the birth of Christ. The country was split by a civil war between Ptolemy, the crown prince of Egypt, and his older sister, Cleopatra. Now, the truth is, we have no proof of how Cleopatra looked. But from ancient accounts, she was small, with a well-rounded figure, had dark hair, and a small face, and a somewhat hooked nose. Gorgeous, huh? Anyway, Julius Caesar arrived to settle the feud between Cleopatra and her brother. Julius ordered the 2 of them to meet him in the city of Alexandria. But Cleopatra, fearing her family's history of murdering each other, entered the palace secretly, rolled up in a carpet. When the carpet was unrolled in front of Caesar, he found himself totally captivated by Cleopatra. A word about Caesar. He was at this time a middle-aged man who had married 4 times in vain in order to get a male heir. But guess what? Faster than you could say, "I'll meet you behind the Sphinx," Cleopatra had a son by Julius named Caesarion. Now all that was needed was for Julius to go back to Rome and have himself declared emperor. So he did. But wouldn't you know it, right before Julius became emperor, he became dead, assassinated by Brutus in the Senate of Rome on March 15th, 44 BC. So Cleopatra went back to Egypt to await developments. Developments took the form of one Mark Antony. The best way to describe Mark Antony is to tell you that whenever he's portrayed on the screen, it's always by people like Marlon Brando, Charlton Heston, or Richard Burton. In other words, a physically primo guy. Now, Mark Antony came to Egypt because after Caesar's death, Antony and Caesar's nephew, Octavian, split up the Roman Empire, and Antony got the Middle East. When Antony got to the city of Tarsus, Cleopatra pulled up in her barge. The Roman poet Plutarch describes the barge as having purple sails and a poop of gold. We don't know what a poop is, but if you're going to have one, gold seems like a good way to go. In any event, Cleopatra invited Antony onto the barge to get acquainted. Antony came off the barge 4 days later. The relationship between Cleopatra and Antony annoyed Antony's old partner, Octavian, who declared war against Cleopatra and defeated both Antony and Cleopatra at the Great Sea Battle of Actium. Now here comes the sad part. When Cleopatra got back to Alexandria, she locked herself up in her mausoleum and had herself bitten by a poisonous snake called an asp. Antony, on the other hand, fell on his sword. Well, at least they got that part right. What if Cleopatra had tried to be bitten by a sword and Antony had fallen on his ass?
All right, and that's our first story. I like that. It's a nice sound. That's our first story. All right. Our game is played in 2 very different rounds. In round 1, our 3 challengers will be fighting it out in order to determine which 2 of them are going to go on to do battle with our reigning champion later on in round 2. Now, we make that determination by running a little race. And whichever 2 of you crosses the finish line first will be the 2 who go on to meet the champion in round 2. Unfortunately, the 3rd place finisher finishes out of the money and out of the game. Sad. But the 2 of you are going to win. Okay, this is going to be fun, I promise you. Everybody ready? Hands on your buzzers. Here comes your first question. Ready? When Cleopatra first met Caesar, she was rolled up in a what? Billy.
Carpet.
Carpet is right, and Billy's the first one out of the gate. Who was older, Cleopatra or her brother? Kris?
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra, indeed. Okay, Kris, leave you with Billy. I mean, it's your turn, Barbara. Okay. How many times had Caesar been married? Billy.
4.
Before he met Cleopatra, 4 is right. Billy moves into the lead. After Caesar died, who became Cleopatra's lover? Barbara.
Mark Antony.
Mark Antony's right, and Barbara moves out. What shaped nose did Cleopatra? Kris.
Curved. Hooked.
Yeah, curve hooked, but it moved around. It wasn't straight, exactly. Kris is even with Billy. Julius Caesar was assassinated by Billy.
Brutus.
Brutus is right, and Billy moves in the lead, 1 ahead of Kris and 2 ahead of Barbara. In his 4 previous marriages, what did Caesar fail to get, Barbara?
An heir to the throne.
Yes, an heir to the throne is right. Very nice. Barbara and Kris even each 1 behind Billy. What character has been played in film by Marlon Brando, Charlton, Barbara?
Mark Antony.
Mark Antony is right. Barbara moves up even with Billy. She may knit, but she's a mover. All right. Who arrived to settle a feud between Cleopatra and her brother, Billy?
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar's right. Billy moves up. You get those answers right out. Okay. Billy is now 1 step away from being our first winner. This question could put you over. Here it comes. Antony and Cleopatra's relationship annoyed who? It annoyed me. No, it annoyed Octavian. Octavian. All right, nobody buzzed in, so we don't have any problems. We've got the same situation. Billy, you're still 1 step away. Here's the question. After Caesar got a son, he returned to Rome to have himself declared Billy.
Emperor.
Emperor is right, and you're the first emperor in the Arlington Circle. Congratulations, Billy. You're definitely going to go meet that champion in round 2, and you get to sit back and relax while the 2 ladies fight it out to see who's going to join you. I know that upsets you a lot. Okay, Barbara and Kris, here you go. What was the name of Caesar and Cleopatra's son? Barbara.
Caesarion.
Caesarion is right. Okay, Barbara. If Barbara answers this question correctly, she goes into the winner's circle, and you don't. Okay? Big question. All right. We know you can do it. Here it comes. Julius Caesar ordered Cleopatra and her brother to meet him in what city? Kris.
Rome.
No, Alexandria. Alexandria.
Oh.
Okay, Kris, you were wrong. You have to sit out this question. We go to Barbara. The question's strictly for you, Barbara. If you get it right, you will be the second winner. Okay? Here we go. On Cleopatra's barge, what was the poop made of? Barbara.
Gold.
Gold is right, and you're our second winner. Congratulations, Barbara. A hard-fought battle. Well done. You're going to join Billie in the fight against the champion in round 2. And Kris, you played really well. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Okay, we've got some nice prizes for you. Now, we'll be back in just a moment to see just how well our 2 challengers do battle against our champion right after this.
Comtrex relieves the whole cold.
Tristan didn't relieve my cough.
But Comtrex relieves the whole cold.
Contact didn't do anything for my aches, pains, and fever.
But Comtrex relieves the whole cold.
Bayer didn't help my nasal congestion, runny nose, or coughing.
But Comtrex relieves the whole cold. That means Comtrex works on nasal and sinus congestion, runny nose, sneezing, coughing, watery eyes, sore throat, nasal drip, headache, fever, pain, every major cold symptom. Comtrex, it relieves the whole cold.
Before you go out, you get 1 hat, 2 gloves, and 4 oranges.
But that's not 4 oranges.
No, this is Flintstones with extra C. But it's got as much vitamin C as 4 oranges.
Hey, that is a lot.
4 times as much as any other leading brand. So Flintstones gives him 9 essential vitamins to help complete a balanced diet. Plus the extra C I want.
More moms are reaching for Flintstones, because it's got
extra vitamin C.
To help fight cavities and gum disease, we invented a unique toothbrush.
We invented 2. Reach with a compact head and Reach Plus with a longer head. Both are angled like a dental instrument to reach back teeth. Both have bi-level bristles to clean between teeth and gums, but each Reach fits differently.
Because the better the fit, the easier it is to clean.
Reach and Reach Plus, preventive dentistry to help fight cavities. From Johnson & Johnson.
I give grocery prices the old 1-2, coupons, and my calculator. So why do I spend maybe 2 cents more a slice for Kraft Singles? Taste.
Kathy Harris gets in her 2 cents worth.
I know why Kraft Singles taste so good. They're made with Kraft natural cheeses like Special Select Cheddars. Kraft Singles have over 25% more natural cheese than government standards require. So good cheeses make great slices.
Kraft Singles, you really get your 2 cents worth.
Okay, we're back for round 2 of Hitman, and Barbara and Billie are already ahead of the game because Billie, for coming in first in round 1, you've got $300. I can tell by that smile you're happy. And Barbara, for coming in second in round 1, you have $200. Oh, that's a nice hunk of money. Now, round 2 is played entirely differently from round 1 because in this round, the challengers attempt to unseat the champion. Therefore, let's meet our champion one more time. She is, of course, our champion of 2 days, Beverly Greenslade. Hiya, Beverly.
Hi.
Have you gotten over the nervousness a little bit?
A little calmer now.
You're a little calmer. Okay, good. Now, you've got $11,300.
Right.
What are you going to do with that kind of money?
I'm going to invest it.
Well, I think Brooklyn Billie over here may have a bridge for you to invest in. There's a lot of investors.
Don't think I'll buy a bridge.
Not going to buy a bridge. Oh, you're a smart investor. All right. You ready for round 2? Everybody set? Okay. Round 2, we see a brand new story, and that is dogs. Our friend Fido. This little guy's name was Fala. He was President Franklin D. Roosevelt's pet Scotty. And Mr. Roosevelt and Fala were inseparable pals. In 1944, Fala accompanied his master on a voyage to Hawaii. It was soon noticed that the presidential pooch kept disappearing aboard ship for long periods of time, and that his hair kept getting shorter. That was because the crew was clipping Fala's coat for souvenirs. Such is the price of fame in America. No one would dare treat the Pekingese of ancient China that way. That breed of dog was developed by the Chinese to honor Buddha. While in the palace, the dogs had great privileges. When the emperor went to the throne, he was preceded by a bunch of Pekingese who barked to announce his arrival. Other dogs followed and carried the train of his robe. The penalty for smuggling a Pekingese from the palace was death by 1,000 cuts. As you might imagine, dog napping was not a problem. Over the years, different dogs have been bred for different purposes. One such breed is the Dalmatian. In the 18th century, Dalmatians were brought to Britain to be used as carriage dogs. And in the days when fire engines were pulled by horses, they became fire dogs because of their fondness for horses. It was either become fire dogs or bookies. Another breed of dog which made its mark in civil service is the Bloodhound. They're used in police work because of their fantastic sense of smell.
a bloodhound has been able to track a criminal for many miles, even if the scent was 2 days old. One thing's for sure, the bloodhound wasn't bred for its winning smile. Actually, though, some dogs do really smile. They do it by imitating humans. When they do smile, they're being friendly. But be careful, an unfriendly dog will show his teeth, too. But he'll keep the corners of his mouth forward and down. This is not a friendly gesture. One rule of thumb, if he bites your thumb, he's not friendly. Today, as the crime rate goes up, watchdogs are becoming more popular. There are two kinds, the professionally trained watchdog and the house pet who doubles as a watchdog. The pet's principal function is to bark, not attack. Deep barks from such breeds as Dobermans and Great Danes are good for intimidating strangers, such as burglars and magazine salesmen. Sporting dogs, such as retrievers, tend to be indifferent to guard duty. One dog who does bark is Phyllis Diller's Lhasa Apsu, named Fearless. Phyllis has had some trouble with Fearless and refers to him as a fur-covered kidney. If you have a problem with your dog, it might be a good idea to consult Britain's #1 dog trainer, Barbara Woodhouse. She's appeared on American TV to promote her books, such as No Bad Dogs, The Woodhouse Way, and her famous phrases, Rockies, and what a good dog. Bring a wag to every dog's tail, and sometimes even a grin.
And of course, that's the end of our story. And this is the board upon... Excuse me, this is the board upon which we're going to play round 2, as we always do. And, Billy, because you came in first in round 1, you get 4 hit men, and here they are. And Barbara, because you came in second in round 1, you get 3 hit women, and here they are. Oh, they're actually hit men. All right, that's a total of 7, so to keep things nice and even, Beverly, we always give our champ 7 hit men, and here they are. All right, in this round, the champion, Beverly, is going to fight each challenger one at a time. Now, players, a right answer knocks out an opponent's man, a wrong answer knocks out one of your own men. But when a challenger loses a man, he or she must stop playing while the champion then takes on the other challenger. The champion, Beverly, is trying to wipe out all the challenger's men. Each challenger is trying to wipe out the champion's last man. And the winner of the game will get a chance to go on for our Triple Crown worth $10,000 in cash. Now, Billy, because you're our first place winner, you get the honors. You get to decide who goes against Beverly first.
I'm going to go first, thank you.
Boy, I didn't even get it out. You're going to go for it. Brooklyn Billy up against Beverly. Here's the first question. What breed of dog was developed to honor Buddha? Billy.
Pekingese.
Pekingese is right. Champ's hit and leads the man. What was the name of Roosevelt's dog, Billy?
Fella.
Fella's right. Champ's hit and leads another man. I think Billy's on a roll, Beverly. What breed of dog were used as fire dogs? Billy.
Dalmatian.
Dalmatian is right. Champ's hit and leads another man. Even now, Champ's got 4 hit men and Billy's got 4. Here's the question. Who is Britain's #1 dog trainer, Billy?
Woodhouse.
Woodhouse is right. Champ's hit and leaves another man. Billy, you're intense. With a smile. Okay, next question. Name one way that a dog shows he's being friendly. Beverly.
Smiles.
Smiles is right, and Billy's hit and leaves the man. What a comeback, Beverly. Now you're going to go over to Barbara, who's got 3 hit men to Beverly's 3. Barbara, for a moment, you probably didn't think you were going to get into the game.
Beginning to wonder.
All right, here's your chance. Barbara and Beverly. What breed of dog is indifferent to guard duty? Beverly.
Retriever.
Retriever is right. Barbara's hit leaves the man. And we go over to Billy. A bit of your nemesis over here. Billy's 3 hit men to Beverly's 3. Here's the question. What did the Pekingese do to announce the emperor, Beverly?
Bark.
Bark, did she get in? Yes, she did, and Brooklyn Billy's hit loses the man, and we go back over to Barbara. Right under the wire, Beverly. Barbara and Beverly, here's your question. Bloodhounds have a fantastic sense of what, Beverly?
Smell.
Smell is right, and Barbara's hit loses the man, and we go back over to Billy. Billy with 2 hit men against Beverly's 3. Here's your question. Give one famous Woodhouse phrase. Billy.
Train a dog.
No walkies or what a good dog. Sorry, Billy. You're hit and lose a man. We go over to Barbara. Barbara, you have 1 lonely hit man left. If Beverly answers this question correctly, you're out of the game. Here's the question. What is the name of Phyllis Diller's dog? Barbara.
Harry Kidney.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Fearless. And I'm secretly hitting her out of the game. I'm sorry, Barbara. I liked your answer better, but the correct answer is fearless. Okay, we go over to Billy. You have one hitman left, Billy. If Beverly answers this question correctly, you are out of the game, and she is the champ. Here is the question. What was the penalty for smuggling?
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Death by 1,000 cuts is right, and a champ's hit and lives the man. Billy's giving it a battle. Okay, we're still with Beverly and Billy. You still have one left, Billy. Here's the next question for the both of you. What breed of dog was used as carriage dogs, Beverly?
A Dalmatian.
Dalmatian is right, and you are again. Congratulations, Beverly. Really gave you a run. Well done. Barbara, you may knit sweaters, but you really come on strong. Very nicely played. You got yourself $200 for round one. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And Billy. I tell you, I thought you were going to go at her. You were going at her hot and heavy and real strong, and then Beverly came back a little bit on you, but you played a great game. You got yourself $300 on round one, and I hope you had a good time.
Thank you.
All right. Beverly, you're our champion, and you're going to have an opportunity to go for our Triple Crown for $10,000 in cash. Let's see if Beverly can do it right after this.
Cold. I hate them.
Mentholate them.
Flu miseries. I hate them.
Mentholate them. Medicate them. Penetrate them. Alleviate them. Mentholate them. The soothing natural menthol and mentholatum ointment helps unstuff your nose, helps untighten your chest.
Head colds. I hate them.
Mentholate them.
Chest colds. Abominate them.
Mentholate them. Medicate them. Penetrate them. Alleviate them. Mentholate them.
Well, Wade, I trusted you to get Clorox bleach, not bargain bleach.
Heck, Mom, what do you got against bargains?
I got a real bargain with my Clorox. I trust Clorox to work its best every time. Nothing beats it for getting clothes their cleanest.
Nothing?
Nothing. And only Clorox has this smooth pouring spout, so it splashes less. That makes Clorox the best. Now, want me to wash your Saturday night shirt in bargain bleach?
Clorox bleach, a real bargain. Hey, that's clean.
That's Clorox.
Terrific chicken and rice. Terrific chicken and rice. Terrific chicken and... Where's the rice?
Not so terrific, Mrs. Lamont. It came out wrong and took 25 minutes.
You should have used minute rice. For perfect rice every time in 5 minutes. Minute rice always turns out right. Always fluffy, always light, always...
Delicious.
Perfect every time. Now your dish
is going to be perfect in 5 minutes.
Minute rice. Perfect rice in 5 minutes.
I see you brought cake, too. They're beautiful. How did you get your cake so unbelievably high?
It's new Dream Cake. I used regular cake mix.
Well, so did I.
But to the regular cake mix, I added Dream Whip topping and Jell-O brand pudding and pie filling for a cake that's higher than ordinary cake.
Scrumptiously moist. Lusciously light. I'll have Dream Cake, too.
Me, too.
Next time I'll bring flowers. Or new Dream Cake.
Which would you rather serve?
All right, it's time for our Triple Crown. Beverly, don't be nervous. You can do it again.
Right.
Okay. The game's going to last 60 seconds. On that board over there, you see 8 columns. In each column is a number of circles. For example, in column 3, there are 3 circles. Now, you call out a column, and I'll read you a question based on either of the 2 stories you've heard today. If you're right, you'll change the first circle in that column into a money man, and I'll ask you another question. And I'll keep on reading you a question until you've changed every circle in that column into a money man, or until you make a mistake. Now, if you make a mistake, or you pass on a question, you've got to call out another column. You fill up 1 column with money men, you win $1,000. You fill up 2 columns with money men, you win $2,000. And you fill up 3 columns with money men, and you win $10,000 in cash. All right. Beverly, if you're not going to see how many circles are in each column, because we're going to keep your back to the board as it is now for the entire game while we set the board's pattern. All right? You ready? Mm-hmm. Set the board. All right, the game and the clock will begin when you call out your first column. And Beverly, may all your columns have very few circles.
Thank you. I'll take column 8.
8. How did Antony kill himself?
Fell on his sword.
Right. Name a breed of dog with a deep bark.
German Shepherd.
Another column.
Column 3.
3. Which of Cleopatra's lovers was middle-aged?
Julius Caesar.
Right. Where was the Pekingese breed developed?
China.
Right. Antony and Cleopatra were defeated at what sea battle?
Go on.
Another
column one.
1. When dogs smile, who are they imitating?
Humans.
Right. Antony stayed on Cleopatra's barge for how many
4.
days? Right. Why was the crew clipping Fala's hair? Clipping Fala's hair.
For a souvenir.
Right. Dalmatians were brought to England in what century?
18.
Right. What breed of dog was Fala?
Scotty.
Right. There's your first column. Another.
4.
4. In what year was Caesar assassinated?
44.
Right. Who was victorious at the Battle of Actium?
I didn't hear the question.
Sorry. Who was victorious at the Battle of Actium?
Octavian.
Octavian is right. There's your second column. Call it another.
5.
5. Name one of Barbara Woodhouse's books.
How to have not good dogs.
No, another column. There's the buzzer. The end of the game. All right, Barbara. Beverly, I'm sorry. You got me. I didn't know your name. Beverly, I'm sorry. You got $2,000. Look, you went all up to column 1. You went all the way up the longest column. You had 2 left, 5, 6, and 7. You got up on 1 column and missed 1. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Does it?
Yeah,
$2,000 more dollars?
I love it, yeah.
All right, we're glad you got it. All right, $2,000. We'll be right back.
We asked people what they think of Carefree Sugarless Gum's taste.
The taste? Great. Still sugarless? No way.
Isn't Carefree's taste terrific?
Mm-hmm.
And it's sugarless.
Tastes too good to be sugarless.
Doesn't that Carefree taste great?
Yeah, but if this is still sugarless, I'll miss the universe.
People think Carefree tastes too good to be sugarless, but it is sugarless.
Can I try a stick?
Wonderful, Mr. President.
Just in case you're heading on a shopping spree. Just in case you're hugged 100 times. Just in case you're a bachelor with a new degree. You've got your Dial.
Dial, the leading deodorant soap, has twice the active ingredient of the No. 2 brand. Twice as much. For confidence all day long.
Just in case.
Hey!
Oh, boy.
Aren't you glad you Dial?
Okay, Beverly, a nice day's work. $2,000. It brings you to a grand total of $13,300. And you're coming back next time, and so are we. See you on Hitman. Bye-bye.
Silvereye players receive a generous supply of Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's tender and juicy bite after bite. Kentucky Fried Chicken. We do chicken right. Also, Elmer's School Glue, the perfect glue for school projects using paper, cloth, and wood. Safe and washable from Elmer's, America's can-do glue. Plus, don't vacuum electric loom with the new lightweight Regina electric loom power team. 2 motors and a beater brush really beats out dirt. Is a Jay Walford production in association with Metro Media Video Productions. This is Rod Roddy speaking.
Would you like to get personal with Hervé Villachez? How about Torian Black, Stephen Ford, Pat Sajak, or Fred Willard? You can on Just Men. Next.
Hey, Fonzie, your happy days are over. The A-Team is moving into your neighborhood. Tuesdays, try riding on this.
The A-Team.